They said they cannot provide funding for these services.
Okay.
And then reminded us to have good hand washing and lots of naloxone.
A BC music festival says it's spending thousands so people can test their drugs for toxicity on site because the provincial government rejected its request for help.
And it's not also just about preventing overdose. I mean, obviously, that's what gets a lot of attention, but by people testing their drugs, they can better prepare for the experience. So they can avoid spending a night in, the sanctuary zone or in emotional or psychiatric distress.
Stacey Forrester is a harm reduction manager with Base Coast Music Festival, happening next month in the Thompson-Nicola region. She sent a letter to the province in March asking for funds for drug testing. Their response sent April 27.
And the province has not identified additional funding or resources to offer festival organizers to alleviate the costs of harm reduction services.
Forrester says in 2019, the BC Centre for Substance Use was researching testing at events and provided the service for free. Provincial Health Officer Dr. Bonnie Henry issued this public letter Monday, reminding of best practices at festivals like carrying naloxone.
They're really leaving it to the private sector and volunteer groups like us to fill this gap.
Get Your Drugs Tested on East Hastings Street is still a few weeks away from getting a mobile unit ready to stop at festivals and cities across Canada.
I would really love to see the province put more funding into this. Not only is this a crucial healthcare measure, not only is it going to be saving lives to offer this kind of service, but also it's a very good investment. There's a lot of costs involved with overdoses and deaths and sending paramedics and dealing with this.
City News asked the Ministry of Mental Health and Addictions how many drug testing machines it has and why it won't help with funding. It could not respond in time for broadcast.
The live event industry has been severely economically impacted by COVID. And so at this late in the planning process, it is not going to be very realistic for a lot of events to dish out the fees associated.
In Vancouver, Crystal Laderas, City News.